Today is July 8th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today at the Big Book, we are going to be reading a little bit of the doctor's opinion. Got a little ahead of myself by reading the bottom of page 31. And also out of the 12 and 12, we're going to be reading a little bit of Step 2, which is the top of page 28. And of course, we'll read the July 8th edition of the Daily Reflections and 24 Hours a Day. So with all that, my friends, hope you're doing well this morning. We've been given a brand new set of 24 hours. And if we are sober today, we are a miracle. It's such a great day to wake up sober today. And if you're waking up and you got a hangover and you want to be sober, today is a great day to start your new life. So with that, let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. So if you recall from yesterday's reading, the doctor's opinion, Dr. Silkworth is reflecting on a man that he meets that has completely changed now that he is sober, about a year. So we're going to read the next paragraph on page 31. When I need a mental uplift, I often think of another case brought in by a physician prominent in New York. The patient had made his own diagnosis, and deciding his situation hopeless, had hidden in a deserted barn determined to die. He was rescued by a searching party and, in desperate condition, brought to me. Following his physical rehabilitation, he had a talk with me in which he frankly stated that he thought the treatment was a waste of effort, unless I could assure him, which no one ever had, that in the future he would have the willpower to resist the impulse to drink. All right, out of the 12 and 12, we are on Step 2. Came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. And we're just going to read the first paragraph on page 28. Consider next the plight of those who once had faith, but have lost it. There will be those who have drifted into indifference, those filled with self-sufficiency who have cut themselves off, those who have become prejudiced against religion, and those who are downright defiant because God has failed to fulfill their demands. Can AA experience tell all these that they may still find a faith that works? Daily Reflection, July 8th. An ever-growing freedom. The seventh step is where we make the change in our attitude which permits us, with humility as our guide, to move out from ourselves toward others and toward God. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 76. When I finally asked God to remove those things blocking me from Him and the sunlight of the Spirit, I embarked on a journey more glorious than I ever imagined. I experienced a freedom from those characteristics that had me wrapped up in myself. Because of this humbling step, I feel clean. I am especially aware of this step because I'm now able to be useful to God and to my fellows. I know that He has granted me strength to do His bidding and has prepared me for anyone and anything that comes my way today. I am truly in His hands, and I give thanks for the joy that I can be useful today. 24 hours a day, July 8th. AA thought for the day. AA members will tell you that they can look back and clearly see that they were out of control long before they finally admitted it. Every one of us has gone through that stage when we wouldn't admit that we were alcoholics. It takes a lot of punishment to convince us. But one thing is certain. We all know from actual experience that when it comes to dishing out punishment, John Barleycorn has no equal. Have I any reservations as to my status as an alcoholic? Meditation for the day. There is a force for good in the world, and when you are cooperating with that force for good, good things happen to you. You have free will, the choice to be on the side of right or on the side of wrong. This force for good we call God's will. God has a purpose for the world, and He has a purpose for your life. He wants you to bring all of your desires into oneness with His desires. He can only work through people. If you try to make God's will your will, you will be guided by Him. You will be in the stream of goodness, carried along by everything that is right. You will be on God's side. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may try to make God's will my will. I pray that I may keep in the stream of goodness in the world. All right, so some short readings today. Apologize for that. I got a little overzealous yesterday, read a little ahead. I should really look at the calendar that I type out beforehand before I just jump right into the books. But anyway, an ever-growing freedom. When I asked God to remove those things blocking me from Him and the sunlight of the Spirit, I embarked on a journey. It's a journey. It takes time sometimes. On a journey more glorious than I ever imagined. I love this and I can relate to this. I experienced a freedom from those characteristics that had me wrapped up in myself. And because of this humbling step, I feel clean. Has anyone else ever felt that? When you finally let go of something that's been bothering you for a long time. You give that to your higher power. It's life-changing. When I feel clean and I don't hate myself, all of a sudden I can be of use to somebody else. It says right here, I'm now able to be useful to God and to my fellows. I know that He's granted me the strength to do His bidding and has prepared me for anyone and anything that comes my way today. I can't think about solving the world's problems or anything like that. All I have is my little bubble, and all I have is today. I don't have to worry about the future. I don't have to live in the past. I just live in this set of 24 hours that I've been given. So as I'm recording this, it's 9:07 in the morning. All I have to worry about is the next few hours. And those I encounter today, how can I help them? How can I serve them? In my mind, they're God's people too. I just pray for God to help me today. As somebody very dear to me always says, God, please help me help one today. If I can just make a difference in one, I'll feel like I've done your will. So that's all I've got for today. Thank you for letting me ramble toward the end there. As always, I don't speak on behalf of NA or AA or Al-Anon or any other sect, denomination, or group. I'm just a friend in recovery that loves these few books here, and I'm grateful that you're on this journey with me. This daily accountability really helps me, and I hope that it's helping somebody else out there as well. I really appreciate, as I've said a few times, the emails that we received, bigbookdaily@gmail.com. I also need to mention that we're on YouTube too. I finally figured out how to upload the podcast feed up there, so if you'd rather listen to the episodes on there, every single one of them should be up there. If you ever want to share your experience, strength, and hope, I would love to share it on the show. I'd keep it anonymous, of course. I'm sure you guys are all tired of hearing from me. Anyways, my friends, if you are sober today, you are a miracle. You are a miracle, and those who love you are very proud of you. I'm confident of that. And if we're given another set of 24 hours, my friends, I look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.